Okay, so welcome to another one of our video blogs, courtesy of Else Solicitors. I'm Oliver, Head of Marketing, and I'm here today with Kathryn Caple, who heads up our Wills and Probate team. Now, we thought we'd just do a quick blog on the importance of making a will, kind of what's involved, just to kind of explain the process really more than anything and why it's important. So, Kathryn, I think there's still a large majority of the population that don't have a will in place. I think we know we need one. So, if we can just start with why are they important? Why is it important to make a will?
Well, a will is a document that tells people what you want to happen to your estate and the money that you have after you've died. And I think really the importance of having a will can be summarised in two words really. It's about making choices and it's about having control. So if anything happens to you and you don't have a will, then there are a special set of rules called the intestacy rules that take over. And basically they dictate where your assets go, and they dictate who looks after the estate and who controls everything for you. So, for example, the intestacy rules will only benefit someone who is your spouse or your civil partner, your children, or other blood relatives.
Okay.
So one good example that I can give, and this is a particular case that we've dealt with here, was someone who was living with their partner. The partner had the house in their name, and then when the partner died without a will, our client was left with no rights or no benefits under the intestacy rules, and they had to effectively sue the estate in order to carry on living in the house. So it can be quite a serious situation.
So I should imagine this being a very important document for those reasons you've given there, but this is also important for business owners as well. Did you have to look at sort of different things when making the will?
Yeah, well, absolutely. A will cover every asset that you own, and if one of the things that you own is a business or shares in a business, then absolutely a will can cover what happens to those shares or what happens to the value in that business when you die. And if you've got very definite views about who you want to take over the business when you've gone, or who you don't want to take over the business when you've gone as well, that can be just as important. Then having your wishes down in a will so that it's clear and everybody knows what your choice was about it is vitally important. Okay,
so those people who haven't made a will yet, what's actually involved? How simple is the process?
Well, it can be very straightforward. I mean, we normally start off with a meeting with someone who'd like to make a will, and then we can just have a general chat with them about what assets they have in their estate, what their family position is, what their financial circumstances are, and then work with them to make sure they've got a will in place that addresses any priorities that they have, any needs that they have, and can also make sure that the people that they want to benefit are protected.
So brilliant. So we can also do home visits as well, so it doesn't always have to be coming to the Else to sort of set up a will.
No, absolutely. I mean, where the office is located, we know from experience that public transport is great for getting people here. So if people have difficulty or can't get away from work for any reason, then we're more than happy to do visits at home or at people's business premises if that's the easiest way for them to deal with things.
Okay, and then just one final point. So for those people who have made a will, how important is it to review that will, and how often should that kind of take place?
I see wills as being very much a work in progress. I know that a lot of people make wills and they think that's it, it's done forever, I don't need to look at it again. But it's almost as important to make sure that you review your will on a regular basis as it is to make one to start with. People's circumstances can change very quickly, and you can find that the provisions that you put in a will, say 5, even 10 years ago, are no longer relevant for the circumstances that you're in at the moment. So we recommend that people look at their wills about every 5 years, or if something significant happens to their family or their finances in the interim, that they do a review at that time, just to make sure everything's still in place. There might be no need for any changes to be made, but it's important that people have looked at the document and they make sure that it's still right for them.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Kathryn, for your time. If you want to find out any more information, we've got some very useful guides on our website. You can go to the About Us section and download some free guides there. So once again, Kathryn, thank you very much. See you soon.